Welcome to TransMissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, we get detailed looks at the Masters of the Universe Transformers crossover figures, Hasbro wants to activate your alt mode, and Blokees has a Transformers crossover of its own. Today is Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, and this is episode 656 of TransMissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast where all we need is a little energon to activate our alt mode. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
You activate my alt mode, Charles. Let's talk Transformers.
Is your alt mode a soda can? Because that's what it sounds like.
Some say yes.
All right. As always, we start the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to support us and contribute to the show. We really appreciate it. If you're not a Donatron and would like to become one, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that is where you can sign up. Of course, you get some bonus content like all the episodes of our bonus show, We Like Big Bots. That's available directly on our Patreon page, where Daryl and Dr. Pants talk about the biggest bots in their collection. We've got our Transformers live play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. And this week we've got episode 142, No Head for Old Mechs, and that's available to everyone at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. The bonus version was last week. Now the regular version is out for everyone. And then next week will be episode 143, the bonus version for all our Donatrons. And then the following week will be the regular episode of 143. So this episode marks a new addition to the podcast. So they have a new player joining the group, and they are playing new characters. So if you are curious, you gotta listen in. Episode 142, new character, new player, new characters joining the group, and it's going to be an interesting, fun new dynamic.
Does he just introduce characters like they've been there the whole time, like the G1 show used to do? It's like, smoke screen. Like, you've been here the whole time.
No, actually, they get an intro. So these new characters get introduced into the story in a relatively, I'd say, organic way. So you'll just have to listen to find out. Not you, Daryl, but I mean people in general.
Yes. People write in and tell me if you enjoyed their introduction, because I won't be listening, obviously.
We've also still got copies of our Skybound exclusive Transformers #1 comic that we commissioned with cover art by EJ Sue. So you can order that at transmissionspodcast.com/comic. And we will ship that right out to you if you would like a custom cover that has the only Transformers comic commissioned by a podcast. And of course, we've still got our Toy Hacks promo code for the month of August. So if you are looking to buy any labels from toyhacks.com, please use our code STARCONVOY to get 15% off everything at toyhacks.com. Again, that code is all one word, STARCONVOY, and that will be active until the end of August. So you've got about another 11 days or so, and that code will be active. But we will have a new code for September, so don't worry about that. All right, let's get into the show talking about some toys, and we're going to start it off with some Hasblab. All right, so on Instagram, one of the designers from Hasbro, Evan, showed off a painted model of the newest Hasbro figure, Leo Kaiser that was just funded back in March. And so you can see the combined form, and then with Death Cobra, and then all the figures separate in both their robot modes and vehicle modes. So they look really nice. So these are I guess the first time. Oh, and yes, all the breast formers, chest formers, whatever you want to call them. This is the first time we got photos of the figures like and colored in real life, not renders. So, and not prototype, just great prototypes. So they look really good. I know there's a lot of folks were, not too enthusiastic about Leo Kaiser. I did back this, so I am looking forward to this. Just because I thought it was, something I haven't really gotten a lot of the Japanese figures, and I thought this looked pretty good as a combiner, and I was, I decided to pick it up. I'm trying to do a Shelton of all the HasLab figures, so I decided to back it.
Expensive of all the Sheltons.
Yes, it is. You're right about that. So. Yeah, but I think this looks pretty good. So I am looking forward to this. Probably, I don't think this is going to be done until next year or so. So it'll be a little while before these are all shipped out to everyone. But yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Hopefully they've got better QC with this one than they did with the Omega Prime.
Yeah, that is a concern now. That might put a dent in my Shelton plans for HasLab if we get multiple QC issues in a row. Although I guess we've already had multiple QC issues in a row for previous HasLab projects, so I don't know. All right, that's all for HasBlab. So let's get into some quick hits.
All right. And we're going to start off the show proper by talking about an in-hand gallery that we got with showing off the Masters of the Universe and Transformers crossover. These are the Skeletor Megatron and Bumblebee. What's his name? I can't remember. Whatever this guy, man at arms. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, the Bumblebee Man at Arms. And so we get a really cool in-hand gallery of these, showing off the packaging, some really great photos of the packaging, and then some real nice close-ups of the figures themselves. The Man at Arms gives me there's some funny pictures of him without the face mask, the Bumblebee face mask on, and I don't know. He looks a little derpy in there. It looks like his helmet's like a little too big for him. Just got his little squished face in there. I think it looks hilarious. But I kind of like the way it looks as like because we kind of, I don't know. I discovered this as we were kind of prepping for the show here, that this was actually this like Master of the Universe crossover with, X toy line is a thing. I didn't really realize that they'd been doing this before, and so there's already a Leonardo crossed over with somebody, I can't tell who that is, and then a Lion-O crossed over with He-Man already. So that looks really cool. So yeah, it's pretty neat to see the other figures that they've already done, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. The added bonus that none of us actually knew was that the figures are going to come with what looks to be a mini comic, and that's pretty cool too. So you're going to get what's that, 6 pages of comic kind of detailing kind of the world that these characters come from, and maybe how they came to be. That's kind of cool. So I hope that there's a like a kind of a continuation, like of a story that maybe if you buy the Bumblebee and the
it does say
Megatron,
to be continued.
Yeah, so if you get both of them, maybe you'll get 2 parts of a story. That'd be pretty cool. So,
and I don't know, you weren't the biggest Master of the Universe person, or at least I don't think you were, but the original toys did also come with a mini comic. So that's kind of carrying on that tradition.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I have some Masters of the Universe stuff. So, right there are my He-Man and Skeletor reissues. So I don't have anything brand new, but original in the packaging. But I do have some original ones, He-Man and a Skeletor with their assorted kittens. So yeah, I will. I do have those stashed away somewhere, but I do have the reissues right there. They're pretty cool.
Do the reissues also have the mini comics from the old, the original toys?
I don't think so. Yeah, no, they're just on the wall in their little things there. I've never opened them, but yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember those comics from the original toys, because they, like, the story was different from the Masters of the Universe cartoon, because in the comics it was just like He-Man was just a dude fighting Skeletor, and they had like half the power. He had half the power sword, and Skeletor had half the power sword, and they had to it only would work together if they combined it, and it was very different from the cartoon.
Mm-hmm. Growing up, I never had a Skeletor, and I saw how like the He-Man half had. I could tell that it was supposed to go into another sword, and I never had a Skeletor, so never could combine the swords.
The Netflix series, The Toys That Made Us, did an episode on Master of the Universe, and they actually did go into detail as to why the He-Man comics were made originally. So I was aware of them, but yeah, I think it was because originally, basically, they just came out with the figures just saying, hey, we are going to drop this kind of barbarian-esque action figure line on the kids, but there's no world. They need to know what the world they're coming from is, and they want to do some kind of world building. So they said, what better way to do it than with a mini comic? So they put a comic in with all the toys and that kind of stuff. And because the show came after, right? So, yeah. So that's kind of where the comic came from, I think. But the fact that these are coming with a comic is kind of cool. I'm glad we kind of see that. I don't think these are for me, but they're very cool looking. Yeah, they're definitely cool. And I think, honestly, if I had known about the Leonardo one and the Lion-O one before, I probably would have got them. If I had known that they were going to kind of do this thing and kind of continue it on into Transformers, I probably would have done it at that point. But just because it's going to look really cool with all these different characters all crossed over. But yeah, I think I'll probably skip these ones then. But that's I wonder these ones.
If we're going to get credits on who did the comic.
Yeah,
because I mean the artwork looks familiar, the style, like that Optimus. I don't know who.
It's probably someone like Ken Christensen or something like that who's done Transformers before. Maybe. Yeah.
All right. Well, next up we have most of this is already done, but they've been doing a fan vote for Transformers Day 2025, which is coming up, called Activate Your Alt Mode, where we've talked about this briefly, I think, in the past, but it's voting for a new alt mode for an existing character. And the voting was originally 2 Autobots, 2 Decepticons, and then Autobot versus Decepticon, and then the alt mode. So everything but the alt mode has already been done. I think actually they're on the alt mode category now, aren't they? So the first round was Grimlock versus Mirage, and surprise, Grimlock won. Probably the most popular Autobot next to Optimus. On on the Decepticon side, they did Starscream versus Shockwave, and this one surprised me a little bit. Shockwave was the winner. So then we had Grimlock versus Shockwave, and with this one, I don't know if we don't have a graphic here, but Shockwave was the winner.
Just go back to the last graphic.
What?
Just go back to the last.
Oh, yeah, I could just do winner Shockwave.
Hey, look at that.
But the current voting now, which ends tomorrow, the 21st, is choosing your alt mode category: land, air, sea, or wild card. And being that it's Shockwave, he's got a submarine mode already, but let's make him have an official submarine mode. Come on.
Yeah, and I mean, he does have a tank mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a tank mode for the movieverse. Yeah, his G1 gun mode actually, or his ray gun mode actually flew in the comics. So that's an air mode. Yeah. So he's got all these already.
But I think it'd be funny if they gave him an actual submarine mode, because of the whole, joke about an upside down submarine.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think unfortunately the current totals are that the wild card is winning at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Which I think will end up giving him like a beast mode or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah, you vote through the Instagram account. It's my opinion that this and all the other fan votes that they've ever done are predetermined. I have no faith in these votes that they do. I figure like they've already got in mind what they're going to do, but whatever. It's fun. Alex in the chat says that the C is actually up over wildcard right now as we record this, 38 to 37.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. It'll be fun. Whatever. I mean, Shockwave is a great character. Be glad to see him have a new alt mode. So if you're interested, go to the Transformers official Instagram page and vote. And then after this one, there will be the final alt mode type. So we get the category, and then dang it, that was not the right thing to click. You get the alt mode category, and then you have the alt mode type, which is not this one, but that one. Yeah. So I would imagine next week we'll have the results of this one and another day or so left on that last round. So that's all I got right now.
Okay, and back to me with some Blokees stuff. They are going to introduce a new champion class figure, and this is going to be Transformers 1 Megatronus. So he's going to come in at 11.5 centimeters tall, which it's been a long time since I've been able to do this.
5 inches, 4.5 inches.
Just under, about 4.5 inches. You're right, Charles. You're right. I'll give you that one. Not exactly, but I'll give it to you. It's close enough. And it's going to feature the Champions line is going to feature LED lights and a lot of articulation. Apparently, they used to call it the classic class. So, yeah. Take a look at the pictures Jeremy's got showing here. Megatronus is highly articulated, and it's like that flat purple, like a matte purple with some gold highlights, and it looks really good. A little bit of black on there as well. Really cool looking figure. Yeah, and obviously the Decepticon insignia is his face. So yeah, it looks really cool.
Very reminiscent of Tarn. So even though he's, I imagine this Megatronus is probably less sadistic than Decepticon Justice Division leader Tarn.
I mean, we don't really have anything to go on other than like that brief one scene. So we don't really know what his personality was.
True.
Well, I mean, he was still working with the Prime, so I gotta think he wasn't the Fallen like other continuities have been.
Yeah.
So he was a good guy at least a little bit.
All right. Well, another Blokees thing we have, and this is a crossover that was mentioned in the intro, is they're crossing over with Brown. This is a brand popular in Asia, and this figure is going to be 25 centimeters, and it's Brown, who's basically a bear, and he's dressed as Optimus Prime. So he also comes with little mini ones, 3 smaller figures of Boss as Megatron, Sally as Bumblebee, and Brown as himself. So he comes with a little smaller him. And
he's the mascot for the Line app, which is a messaging app in Asia.
It started as stickers for the Line, like digital stickers.
Yeah.
There's going to be a special pink version, and that only 99 units of that is going to be available on the Blokees website during specific days, and a limited global release of 999 units that's going to be available in Indonesia, Blokees, Dujin, and international events. So very limited edition. I think that's just for the pink one. I think the other one is going to have more wide availability, but it's going to be called Transformers Line Friends. And yeah, we've seen other similar type crossovers with Transformers, and I think this one is probably the cutest one I've seen. It's not for me, but I can admit it's cute. So
Optimus still doesn't have a face mask though.
Yeah. It's a bear cosplaying as Optimus. He doesn't have to have a face mask. I'm not that strict.
He does have a Matrix.
Yep.
He hollowed out his chest to give him a Matrix. Oh, that's hardcore cosplaying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all for our toys this week. Let's move on to trips to the store.
The Transmissions podcast will return after these messages.
The Trips to Store is powered by our merch store. So you can go to merch.transmissionspodcast.com and get all our cool Transmissions podcast merchandise. So if you want to buy some of our shirts, other things there, it's all right there at merch.transmissionspodcast.com. We've got TFCon Chicago coming up in just a few months. If you want to, get the Transmissions shirt to show off at TFCon or TFCon Chicago. It's not clear that any of us will actually be at TFCon Chicago, but we'll see. So represent us while we're not there.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into what we got this week. So we're going to start off with Daryl.
Oh, yes, that's right. I have nothing new. I spent most of the week in Vancouver working. So I wasn't able to pick up anything new. I was going to try, but it was really, really busy there for me. So I figured I'd just show off something else new or something else old. This is a G2 Starscream, and I've been searching for it for a long time. I am missing one of his wings. It's been years I've been searching for this wing piece. So if you've got an extra one, let me know. But this is a really cool one. I have his sound box on the back that still works. So, what exactly a jet sounds like if it takes off. Yeah. And he's other than that one piece, he's complete. So he is still Daryl complete, but he is he's cool. He's G2 Starscream, and yeah, he's fun.
All right. Jeremy, you're up next.
All right. Well, as you can tell from the different background, I am in a different place. I've moved. All of my stuff is in boxes, but past Jeremy was nice enough to have pre-ordered something, and I got in the address change in time before it shipped. So today I had a nice little present, and I got Age of the Prime.
An empty box.
Skybite. Wait, what? Oh no. I've already I couldn't help it. I got the Age of the Prime Skybite. He is just the best shark around. It comes in robot mode. I've already transformed it. It was very fun to transform. Really kind of, I don't know, I can't remember if they've reused this mold before, but my first time dealing with this mold, and really interesting transformation because his feet are the mouth and his arms are the tail, and just how they do that is just it's really fun. So I liked it. He actually stays together pretty well in shark mode. It was kind of fiddly once trying to get him there, but once everything clicked in, it holds together well. It looks great. The facial expression is just perfect. And if you're a fan of the RID 2001, yeah, he spends most of his time in shark mode, and that's probably how I'm going to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
He is the best shark around. So yeah, that's what I got.
Cool.
Very happy with him.
Nice. Right, and it's down to me. So first off, since Jeremy's here, I did want to show off the pins I picked up for him at TFCon Toronto this year. So here is Blue Streak, and here is Skywalker.
Nice. Thank you.
So, and I'm as Daryl said, I'm building up a collection of pins that I have to give to Jeremy. I think I've got 6 pins here. I need to send to Jeremy.
I'm much closer to Toronto now, so maybe just next year you can give me all of them.
Yeah, Jeremy's got all these things that prove he was at TF cons, and he hasn't been to any of them.
Yeah, it's been a few years now.
Yep. I did open. Yeah. I did open my Hearts of Steel figures that I showed last week. So here is Bumblebee in locomotive mode. So that's cool. And then here is Megatron in cannon mode. And
so
it looks really good, but then the one disappointment is the back is just his legs. Like it's really it's really bad. Like they're not even trying to like cover it up a little bit. So that disappointed me with this figure. I mean, I was so excited to get this cool cannon mode for Megatron, and yeah, his legs are just there hanging out.
Is it supposed to be like the hips rotated or anything like that?
Yes, they rotate like this. That they're actually in robot mode. They're actually the other way, but they for the vehicle.
Does it like widen out at all? Because I know some of those cannons used to kind of go wider for stabilization. Maybe that would help. Like just like open
display
up
the.
Yeah, I don't know how wide, but I think no.
It doesn't. It doesn't look any better.
I think that's too wide. I don't know. Just keep it displayed. I mean, you're only seeing it from front on. And
I mean, it's you just Just don't look at it from the back. Just look at it from the front.
The dangerous end is the front. So, I mean, that's all you need.
So, yeah. So, but I still think this is a cool figure. This is a really cool concept. I mean, he didn't even make it into the comic like this, but it's a really cool figure.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they do that Shockwave, gunship. So
they could rework that into like a punk rock Megatron where the spikes become shoulder pads or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got some pre-orders started coming in. So this one was Perceptor, Studio Series Perceptor with Ratbat and Ramhorn.
Mm-hmm.
So can see there. I haven't opened this one up yet, but yeah.
So that makes him Voyager class, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the same Studio Series
Deluxe.
Perceptor.
Yeah. Now with tapes.
It's a good Perceptor, though.
Yeah, and I wanted I haven't gotten Steeljaw, but I wanted what Blaster's tapes. I have a Kingdom Blaster, not a Studio Series Blaster, but the tapes will all fit in there. So, but yeah, more pre-orders coming. So I've got more stuff to show in the next couple of weeks.
Oh boy.
And that's all I got this week. So I think that's it for Trips to the Store. Let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions podcast.
Nobody with comics. That's crazy.
My comics are all in boxes. Oh, one issue I have with our movers is I told them not to pack up or not to load my comic boxes onto the truck, and they did do two of them. One of them was that Transformers short box, and they taped it shut with clear tape, and I tried taking some of the tape off, and it will not come off without damaging the box. I am very upset because you can't buy that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So
you might be able to find it somewhere.
Well, maybe. I mean, yeah, I haven't gone to any comic stores here yet, but I looked online and it's out of print. So.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just cut the tape and without.
Well, I'm gonna have to cut it to get it open, but I would like to remove the tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Bastards.
All right, let's finish up the show with some feedback. All right, so we do have some comments from YouTube. And first one is from Lord Megatron 9248. Just says happy anniversary. No emoji, no punctuation, just happy anniversary. It is your birthday.
Megatron doesn't use emojis.
That's right.
But thank you, Lord Megatron. We do appreciate the sentiment.
Now go and celebrate, puny Earth creature.
We also had a couple of comments from one of our regular commenters, Stuart 118 Tyler. And he says, Pants Rants should become a regular segment of the show whenever Dr. Pants appears. Just saying. So we have one vote for more Pants Rants. And I
can get behind that.
Yeah, we need to work up Dr. Pants every time he gets on here.
And he also says, Stuart also says, I absolutely love the Predacons and obviously Predaking. He's my second favorite combiner right behind Computron. That being said, I've always taken issue with the fact that Headstrong and Tantrum aren't actually Predators. It's a nitpick, I know, but meh. Of course, it's never stopped me from buying them each time they get a new release. So yeah, so I guess Headstrong is a rhino and Tantrum is a bull, so they are herbivores, I guess technically. So,
But they get pissed off.
They're very dangerous.
yeah. They're quite dangerous herbivores. Yeah.
That's right.
Don't get between them and the salad.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that is all our feedback for this week. So that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. Of course, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our masterpiece donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon, and that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forks Levengood and Steve C. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your continued support. And that'll do it. Thanks everyone else for watching, listening, sharing, supporting, all the good stuff. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool Transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our Transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.